Hi everyone, I'm Vandana Verma, an Indian OWASP member. I'm a seasoned information security professional with 16 years of experience covering 360-degree view of information security from technical work to leadership. I'm reapplying for an OWASP board position after working on board for the last 2 years. I've held treasurer position as well as vice chair position at OWASP board in the last 2 years. I'm also a chapter lead for OWASP Bangalore for over 5 years and supporting board member for our diversity initiative Women in AppSec or Diversity in AppSec and chapters committee. Professionally, I have been a speaker, trainer at almost all the major security events across the globe, from Black Hat to OWASP AppSec to B-Sides to RSA. I'm passionate about diversity and spreading awareness and working towards bringing diversity in the information security industry. And to that effect, I run various diversity initiatives of my own, InfoSec Girls, InfoSec Kids, and also collaborate with other initiatives like WooSec and more. I'm also one of the organizers of B-Sides Delhi and a review board member of Black Hat Asia, Grace Hopper, and a few more. I have been associated with OWASP for over 2 years, and it's been a very amazing journey from being a treasurer to being a vice chair. Today, I'm going to be answering some of the questions which community has asked. To start off, the first question being, OWASP has great resources for different people and different roles. CISOs, AppSec managers, pen testers, analysts, and many more. Currently, most of them are either not aware of OWASP or consider OWASP as a short for the OWASP Top 10. What practical steps should OWASP take to change that? Very valid and topical question. This is a known problem and there are multiple efforts already underway. And I have a few ideas which I'm trying to work on. We need to understand the human behavior has changed over the past many years, and organizations need to adapt to it. As of now, OWASP is now following activities like OWASP Developers Outreach Program. And part of that, we ran Developer Outreach Summit in July 2021, which was actually joined by 700 people from around the globe. We need to create more such focused program initiatives to be able to reach out to the developer community and provide them the resources that they need to write secure software. We also have a lot of great resources, and we can participate in developer conferences to CISO conferences to communities and organize these specific events to talk about those initiatives. We've also started Spotlight series where I personally started this series to provide a short and quick overview of the benefits of various OWASP projects directly from the project leaders. Now, we've also covered how these projects can help wider community, wider organizations. Talk about OWASP integration standards. That's one amazing project. The goal of the integration standard project is to facilitate technical integration between software security initiatives inside OWASP and outside, links between the documents and exchange between the tools. That's one amazing place. Now, the areas that I would like to champion in the next 2 years, first one being the ambassador program. I would like to revitalize the OWASP ambassador program. As part of the program, the focus is on building connections and evangelists within the developer and security communities. These evangelists would champion the OWASP cause in their own influence circle and bring much needed new energy into the community. It will be a program to bring the community closer to OWASP. The program will have people from different support groups to level to support the program. OWASP is a global organization, and with so much work done in OWASP, an ambassador program is something that can be quite useful in evangelizing and promoting the OWASP work. We can also look at tapping into the existing active chapters network and or use other networks to establish a robust program of application security ambassador who can spread awareness, help organizations and communities adopt OWASP resources and best practices. There's one initiative I've been working for over 5 years, which is very close to my heart, that is Women in AppSec. They're taking some good initiatives as part of it. However, we can make a change in the direction of making it more inclusive while it's moving towards becoming diversity in AppSec by involving diverse people, taking part in the sessions hosted and represent DI at a global stage and global events. Now, coming to the question 2, sometimes local chapter disband before anyone know they exist. and there does not seem to be strong mechanism to regrow them. How will you enable members to grow OWASP in their localities? My answer to this would be chapters and OWASP Foundation communication has been a challenge for a very long time, and it's a known fact in the OWASP community. Last 2 years, we have worked to smoothen out the process, as well as involve more community volunteers to manage the chapter committee to drive this initiative. This has improved the situation and will help going forward. What is missing, in my opinion, at this point is more focus on awareness that such a vehicle exists and can be used to help others. This would be one of the focus areas of mine, as I am already a sponsor for the chapter committee within the OWASP board. In the last year, we realized that we needed strong initiatives to support the chapters, and we set up the chapter committee to help the chapters around the world. Now, chapter committee came into existence with the help of community and the leaders. They're trying to help set up and grow the chapters. Local chapters got disabled as there was less activity in these chapters, as well as some chapters were not active. Chapter committee and staff have been trying to connect with the inactive leaders, and when there is no response from the respective leaders, the chapter committee has to take a call. Chapter committee is here to help, and I think we should be empowering the chapter committee and provide the resources it needs to be able to work with chapters globally and assist them in the best possible manner. All the chapters are listed under the chapter page. In the past year, I have seen a huge shift in the number of chapters getting reactivated and created with the help of chapter committee. OWASP leaders, board, and staff are spreading the word around the new chapters at many events and forums. And people are very interested in contributing to it. And I'll be very happy to support such causes, and we will grow big. Now, coming to the question number 3. What experience do you bring serving in a board or an executive committee of a large international organization or a project? I've been part of the OWASP board for the last 2 years. First year, I was serving as a treasurer, and I have seen the ups and downs. And last year was very unprecedented, where we have seen the pandemic. And surviving in that time was very challenging, but we actually passed that time. Now, currently, I'm serving as a vice chair. I've been working on many initiatives as part of the board and would like to keep contributing to these initiatives and bring new initiatives. As a board member, I have organized chapters all day to bring chapters close to each other, which was a 24 hours event, running 2 important projects with OWASP. Project Spotlight series to bring the spotlight to the project. The idea is to bring awareness about OWASP projects in the industry. Then the second being is OWASP Developers Outreach Program to bring developers close to OWASP, play around with different languages, different projects that we have. Some of the initiatives I have contributed in the last few years: built OWASP Women in AppSec since its inception, drive many free trainings for diversity candidates at every OWASP Global Conference, been on the OWASP Bangalore chapter since 2017, helped in setting up chapter committee to help chapters. I'm also currently part of the CFP review board of Black Hat Asia and BSides conferences in India. Now, talking about question 4, COVID-19 has had a major impact on OWASP major earning sources, which were conference tickets, train tickets. What will you do to ensure more balanced funding sources in the future? My answer is, when we speak about OWASP majority funding at the moment, it comes from conferences and trainings. It is a main source of income for OWASP. However, due to the pandemic, we've seen almost every conference going virtual, and due to which we've seen the revenue going down. When I started serving on the board in my first year, when I became a treasurer, we were fighting to survive the pandemic as an organization, but we stayed strong together. I got to face firsthand on how to decide the budget for an open source organization, which was a huge learning for me. From all the learnings of the last year, we came up with a lot of ideas to source the funding. First being the membership. Membership have not been considered as a huge source of income. However, in the past year, we've seen the number of membership going up drastically by having individual members as well as corporate membership. We have done a lot of membership drives as well. We should be adding more attractions for individuals to join OWASP as paid members. We've already added benefits like access to secure flag training, we have Purple Foundation training, etc. And we need to keep working to be able to provide best value to the members. OWASP has a reach in masses, and if masses start opting for paid membership, it can solve a lot of funding challenges for good. Then we also started YouTube donation as part of our 20th anniversary, and starting soon with the GitHub donation project, as we have a huge GitHub base. We'll take it to the next level. Corporate sponsorship is another big thing that we are targeting and can help OWASP in a big way. Running these corporate membership drives at our own events as well as external events can help reach the broader community and sponsoring OWASP. The question 5 says, what are the 3 main things that you would focus on changing or improving for OWASP as an organization, and why? There are a few things that I would for sure would like to concentrate on in the upcoming tenure. First being maturing projects. Projects are very close to my heart and for OWASP as well. Projects need special attention as they serve the true identity of OWASP. We need to be working with more projects to help them mature, provide them necessary tools and resources to be able to grow. It is very important. My personal objective is to help existing projects grow and mature within OWASP, and this will be my top priority. We've seen so much positive response and results with the chapter committee and project committee, and I would like to replicate the committees in the other areas as well. And I think it serves the purpose of OWASP being a global community and also empowers the community to bring change and individuals to contribute, give the community a way to contribute. Another perspective is to have diverse participation from around the world. Question 6 talks about automation and now AI, which have been good for AppSec, in that it has increased the speed of releases, improved detections of coding flaws, and reduced overall operating costs. At the same time, jobs in AppSec are moving from analyst position to lower paid engineering positions. What do you see as OWASP's role in the industry in the 10 years? And how would you begin to position OWASP to get there? What is used to guess? Which vulnerabilities are real? My answer to this would be, currently AI is used to guess which vulnerabilities are real and which are false positive, drastically lowering the time required to manually determine which vulnerabilities are real. That's very important. Also, when it comes to cloud and cloud native application security, appropriate application security posture management is critical. We currently use SAM as a maturity model for application security, but we would like to understand how automation can be achieved with maturity models and posture management solutions. Although 10 is a very long time in the industry in continually evolving, the foundation of the business has remained relatively the same. One of my goals for OWASP is for it to continue to play a leading role in guiding the industry through the complexities of application security. Software is eating the planet, and the quality of software we will have in 10 years will be multiples of what we have now. We should be distributing our attention into 2 parts. One for the core application security and the whole shift left movement. Create and share the best practices, guidelines, documents, tools for writing secure code, threat modeling, and how to overall embed security in SDLC. And the other part of the initiative should be futuristic developments, how modern frameworks, languages are addressing some of the legacy problems and encourage the world to use them more. OWASP has the power to change all of this. Build new projects around the application security automation. How does the use of AI, machine learning in the software help, and where it is needed? The past year has taught us a lot, and I would like to keep continuing on the OWASP board for you and for the community. And I look forward to get a vote from you to be on the OWASP board again. Thank you so much.